It's my delight and almost pleasure to welcome to sit on this high table the president of the Zoological Society of Nigeria. Join me to welcome Professor Alexander Odayo as counsel to do that. Another one round of applause for the National President of the Zoological Society of Nigeria. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, applause, very to appreciate the head of the Department of Zoology, and she's a member of the Public Council of our university. Okay, she's just stepping in right now, and she's the local organizing committee chairperson of this conference, Professor Aino Adeoye. Thank you very much. The great Professor Aino. To invite to join the high table His Royal Highness Alayeluwa Oba Professor Amusat Titilayo Ibadan. Please put your hands together for the offer who are one of the regional. Please start your school. Please put your hands together at the seats beside the national president. He's one of our icons in the University of Ibadan. He has occupied for every position in the zoological program of our university, and we are delighted to have him here today. Of course, he is also a benefactor of that department. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Professor Solomon Olukayode Bagade has enjoyed his royal honors and the table. Please put your hands together for him, Professor Bagade, please. Thank you very much. Let me go from Professor Christian Happy. Please put your hands together for me as a counsel. Actually, the one speaking to the topic I just mentioned, Professor Babatunde is speaking on the topic sustainable resource use, a panacea to ecosystem health. Please another round of applause for Professor Happy. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this occasion also, I would like to invite to join on the high table. Our plenary speaker is Camilla Della Torre from the Department of Health Sciences, University of Milan, Italy. Please a round of applause for her. And the other keynote speaker is from Benin, Department of Biochemistry and Cellular Biology, Faculty of Science and Technique, University of Abomi, Calabar, Professor Seydaminu Jidit Benedon. Please put your hands together for her. And I want to particularly invite other members of the executive of the Zoological Society of Nigeria. The Vice President, Professor Florence Unduka. Professor Unduka, please join the high table if you are in the house. Professor Florence Unduka. Okay, you're also a utility player today. Thank you. Please a round of applause for her. I want to particularly invite also to join on the high table our very own Professor Adaya A.A. Obumba. Please put your hands together. Okay, I'm doing ladies first, so I'm calling Mama first. Professor Adaya Obumba, please put your hands together for her as she comes up. And so that we don't have the greatest space, please join me to welcome Professor Obumba. So, Prof, I have said to your face, if I call you first, mommy will be angry when you get home. So I deliberately called her first. Please put your hands together for this.
The head of the department was Zoology, another head of the department, President, the chairperson, local organizing committee of this conference, the National Secretary of the Zoological Society of Nigeria, members of the Council of the Zoological Society of Nigeria, fellows of the Zoological Society of Nigeria, distinguished invited speakers, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all our attendees, and good morning to our audience joining us online. This is a hybrid conference. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 18th Zoological Society Annual Conference, holding here in the University of Ibadan. Let me preface my address with an expression of gratitude on behalf of the Council and members of the Zoological Society of Nigeria to the Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Professor Kego Adebowale, FAS, FRS, MNI, for granting the Department of Zoology, University of Ibadan permission to host this meeting. And I want to put on record that this will be the fourth time the University of Ibadan will host the ZSN conference. Our first time in this premier university was in 2003, when we had our premier annual conference as a young society, founded just in 2002, which by all measures was a huge success, laying a solid foundation for subsequent conferences. From the early deliberations, since our arrival to this conference, one can predict that this 18th annual conference will be greater than any we have ever had. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor, and wish you a successful fulfilling tenure. I also bring greetings on the Council of the Zoological Society of Nigeria, to the head of the department, University of Ibadan. He incidentally is also the chairperson of the local organizing committee of this conference. Also, I know Adeo, FAS, the faculty and students of the Department of Zoology, University of Ibadan, for accepting to host this conference. I am confident that the conference will have a high scientific and social impact, and it will remain a memorable experience for all participants. It is therefore very important for me to appreciate our keynote speakers, Professor Christian Happy, the Director of African Center of Excellence for Genomic Infectious Diseases of Redeemer University at the Osun State, and Professor Ben Bola, the Special Assistant to the Secretary to the Government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for coming to share their thoughts and experiences with us at this conference. It is my delight to inform the audience that the two keynote speakers are very good products of this great university. I welcome you all. I should at this point commend the Conference Management Committee headed by Professor Florence Nduka, the third Vice President of the Zoological Society of Nigeria, and the local organizing committee of this conference headed by the head of the department, Professor Nkande FAS, for the yeoman's job, particularly for the inventing what a scientific conference should be, making the conference hybrid, enabling attendees both on-site at the university and virtually online for inclusiveness. With the amazing efforts of the NSC, we were able to conduct a pre-conference workshop on the basis of molecular techniques and applications in biological sciences. The aim of the workshop was to assist our budding zoologists to improve work efficiency, productivity, and increase in academic visibility. I am particularly delighted to know that the theme of this conference, Healthy Ecosystem, Path to Productivity and Sustainability, has significant reference to the trying times in our economy in this all of these on their well-deserved recognition and honor. At this conference, the editorial team of the Zoologist, the official publication of the Zoological Society of Nigeria, will be presenting 2 volumes of its publication. Within the period, the journal has attained prominence, respectability, and high visibility, and the editorial team is not relenting in its text for excellence. Finally, let me welcome all of us to the 18th annual conference of the Zoological Society of Nigeria. I wish you a very fruitful conference with exciting and stimulating discussions. And thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. And this one, let me also extend to be represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor and also the University Librarian for gracing this occasion with their presence. Thank you.
ZSN President, my teacher, Professor his name is Alex, and we have 2 Alexes. Alex 1, Alex 2. I still don't understand the bond. I'm trying to unravel it, but it goes beyond me as a zoologist. So to Professor Alex 1, Professor Alex 2, Kumba, Daibo, that the VC calls OWU. I don't know where that came from, but that's also good. The Excellency in absentia. Let me recognize our living legends, Professor Solomon Olukayode Fagade, popularly called Baba Fagi Osodwe. Incidentally, Professor Fagade supervised by BSc, MSc, and PhD. And he turned 90 a couple of weeks ago. So I want to recognize Baba 90. And I wish you, sir, many more years in good health. I want to recognize Babaji, who is now KBSc Eleshipo of Ishmael. He took me under his wings from 200 level, and he has not looked back. I'm speaking of no other person than Professor Amusat Titilayo. KBSc, Professor Amusat Titilayo. He not only took me under his wings, but gave me my first employment in the Department of Zoology. You can see I'm surrounded by love and decorum. And all of them, Professor Fagade, Oba Azan, Professor Kumba Odaibo, have not joined me. We call Professor Kumba Baba and Professor Ade Agumba Momo, Professor Hassan, Professor Obode. I have a lot of professors that surrounds me. And the good thing with it is that they allow me to harass them from time to time. That's the part I enjoy most, because when you have a lot of elders around you that you can harass, your life is good. Because you can always pull on anybody to say, I want you to do this. And somehow I get away with it. Don't try it. You will not be as lucky as I am. Because I can harass them, go back, and collect things from them. I still collected from Professor yesterday. And the Vice Chancellor, I think I'm just a normal person. The Vice Chancellor, represented by Deputy Vice Chancellor, who I call brother, from the days of us in the 90s to now, we are still together. Thank you very much for the love. The librarian is my friend from undergraduate. You see, I'm surrounded by friends. Don't tell me I'm just a lucky child. So, today, I am happy to also welcome the Executive Council of the Zoological Society of Nigeria. Nigeria, to Ibadan, the premier and preeminent university. Fellows and those who will be fellows of today, our keynote and plenary speakers. The uniqueness of this conference is that we are showcasing our own. From the wife of the Ogun State government, who is an alumna of the Department of Zoology, University of Ibadan, to the distinguished keynote speakers, Professor Bernard Babatunde, who was my student, and doing well on the national scale now as the people in power, to Professor Christian Happy, who puts Nigeria on the map during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the world thought that Africans were going to be dropping on the road. We surprised that we didn't drop. You know, we have our own anti-COVID. And he brought the science into what we were doing and showcased that science is universal and can be done anywhere with commendable results. Then I want to especially recognize the UI Zoology alumni. They have been very supportive. All members of the Department of Zoology, LOC, and the gentlemen of the press, and ladies and gentlemen participants. On behalf of the Executive Committee of the Zoological Society of Nigeria, especially the local organizing committee, faculty in the Department of Zoology, our staff, and our students, I welcome you all to the 18th Zoological Society of Nigeria Conference at the premier and preeminent University of Ibadan. Zoology started in 1948 along with the university, and since the establishment of the society, it has grown in leaps and bounds, and it has contributed significantly to unraveling nature's unique diversity. I am particularly delighted by the impressive number of abstracts that we received from within and outside Nigeria following an announcement called for papers. It's a multidisciplinary program that we put up from all the sub-teams that addresses different areas of biological sciences and the concept and context of science in the multidisciplinary world, shows the extensive reach that this conference has had. As at this morning, we have had about 330 abstracts, the largest in Zoological Society of Nigeria conference so far. If it is not Ibadan, it cannot be like Ibadan. The theme for this conference, healthy ecosystems, paths to productivity and sustainability, was carefully crafted, and I want to thank the LOC for this job. And the sub-teams too, they show that science is found in every research, and every research showcases science. And it also addresses the delicate influence that a vibrant ecosystem can have on sustaining species diversity. A lot of scholars will present their perspective about this conference based on long years of experience, and the conference provides a platform for collaboration. So please move around during tea break, move around during lunch, and let's interact so that we can collaborate for better segments. I would like to express my appreciation. Unfortunately, His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Jonathan could not make it at the last minute because he has an international appointment. I requested that the governor of your state should represent him. We are still expecting His Excellency, the engineer Rushidi Makinde. And our special guest, our alumna, as I mentioned, Mrs. Bamidele, the wife of the Ogun State governor, and Professor Bernard Babatunde, the first African professor of radio ecology, Professor Christian Happy, Director of African Center for Excellence for Genomics, and Professor Bayo, an alumna of the department, who is going to be our plenary speaker, and two alumni, Mr. Shukoshubelola, three of them, Wale Fatani and Anna Oke, they are going to be chairing scientific sessions. We are showcasing role of alumni in the development of any university in the 21st century by this Professor Bamidele Adesoya will be chairing the session by including them in this so that we keep in touch with our alumni, and with our alumni we can grow our ideas, as you will see when we go around the department. I want to express immense gratitude to our retired professors who are going to be chairing keynote sessions and plenary sessions today. Professor Solomon Okayode Fagade, Professor Makunwago, His Royal Highness Professor Mamusa Ibadan. They volunteered to do this, and I want to thank them for their continued support to the department. My special appreciation goes to the Vice Chancellor of University of Ibadan, who has always been supporting conferences we have held, the growth of the department. That's Professor Okayode Fagade, MNIS. Can I get a round of applause for that? The Deputy Vice Chancellor of Administration, Professor Lakweba, the Registrar, Mr. Samuel, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Arotiba, the Librarian, Dr. Messi Raganachi, and the Medical Women Association, for your state chapter, who are supporting us by doing free service screening for prostate and cervical cancer, which will be done tomorrow morning for participants that attend early. I want to thank them for that. And I want to also thank especially the local organizing committee. It has been a very, very interesting journey with the local organizing committee. Words of appreciation are not enough to thank them. We are showcasing something in the Zoological Society of Nigeria conference, and I'm sure it's the first time this has ever been done. We are secondary school and undergraduate students. We have having booster sessions in the special feature 1 and 2 to show that this is the twist of the future of the science, and we need to start early to bring them on board. They will be featuring at the special feature 1 and 2 sessions. Once again, I welcome all participants. We thank you for safe journey, and it's my hope that you will not only participate in this conference, but you will learn new things through collaboration, which I hope will help you further your quest for scientific knowledge. I thank you all for listening. Thank you.
That was killing the young people, the school children in the state was different from the one that had been circulating in Nigeria for the past 94 years. That information was given in real time to the NCDC. We worked together, and within 2 weeks, we contained an outbreak, saving thousands of lives. Basically, applying the same approach that I described to you earlier. But we also apply this not only on viruses, but on bacteria, for instance. So you see here, we discovered the first multi-drug candida auris, which is a disease that was never described in Africa. We discovered that for the first time during a hospital outbreak in Lund, in Lagos. We were able to establish what was causing it, gave advice to the doctors, and they were able to actually manage it. But also the same applied to extremely drug-resistant tuberculosis. So just to say that you apply that to everything, and this was done by my former graduate students who were actually young, brave Nigerians that actually learned, apply these technologies to everything. But apart from just doing the science in the lab, we also developed what we call pipeline for analysis. Creating, working with them, we actually build bioinformatic pipelines in order to do those analysis on the ground without having to rely on what happens on them. So let's move to COVID in 2020.
Solomon was born on the 26th of October 1935 at Nigeria Shagamu State. He started his education at St. Andrews and St. David's Primary School and eventually obtained his PhD from University of Lagos in 1965.